Who are you? You don't know. Don't tell me Negro, that's nothing. What were you before the white man named you a Negro? And where were you? And what did you have? What was yours? What language did you speak then? What was your name? It couldn't have been Smith or Jones.
See, I'm not talking about Tim Wise. I know of him. He is talking about white privilege. I'm talking about the system of racism, white supremacy. And interestingly, I have been informed that Mr. Wise said that Dr. Frances Welsing is, her discussion is pseudoscientific bullshit.
Really?
This is fascinating because he not only says he's white, but he says he's a racist. Do you see? So if he identifies himself as white and a racist, then he is supposed to be putting down a black person who has talked about what racism, white supremacy is. See, talking about white privilege is not talking about the demographic and the genetic motivation for white people who classify themselves as white seek to have privilege and seek to dominate. Do you see? So he goes off talking about white privilege, and then people who classify themselves as white and will fund him as the white person who goes around talking about this. Do you see? But dismissing a person like Neely Fuller or dismissing someone like myself as black people who have analyzed this problem. You see, it would be like Jewish people going to a German and asking the German people to define and discuss anti-Semitism. That's ridiculous. But anyway.
I'm glad you brought that to my attention, because in watching him and listening to him off and on, it brings clarity that he was coming through the back door then trying to gain favor of our people, which is an old trick, to try to get them to see his side, to maybe side with him to show, look, our people are mean. And then at the same time downplaying what you've done in study, so that brings to light what people have to read into, just like the books, just like the ball games, just like the distractions that they could use, which is a learned behavior, to have people believe or think they believe that you're on their side. And I want to take that up a notch after the quick break, because this is something that I would hope people have their pens and papers while we've been discussing this to take notes, because I'm not going to entertain any calls, family, only because Dr. Welsing's plethora of information does not need many interruptions at this point. So I appreciate your energy listening. We're going to take a quick minute or two break. I want to see you on the other side with Dr. Frances Cress Welsing, the author, psychiatrist, and speaker, lecturer of many subjects, especially one including white supremacy and racism. So you stay tuned. We'll be right back on the other side.
Yo, this is Wade, one half of the Black Twins, and I want y'all to check something out. Our latest project, Double Consciousness, the Mixed Message. This will be dropping October 2nd, 2011, featuring various audio from Umar Abdullah Johnson and Dr. Ken Baum, just to name a few. You can download this at www.gagmusicroom.bandcamp.com and at stlouismixtapes.com. That's STLmixtapes.com. Replace white supremacy with justice now.
This mixtape is only for victims of racism and white supremacy.